Hello, and it's me. I'm back for the very last Black Sabbath review, which I'm talking about the very last studio recording of Black Sabbath. As we speak, it's November of 2011. Let's hope they make another one with the reunited Black Sabbath, which is in the talk, and I hope it happens. You hear me, Ozzy haters? I hope it happens. So, for the meantime, I'm going to talk about the last recording they went under the name of Black Sabbath, and that would be from this album right here. Black Sabbath, the Dio years, with 3 new studio tracks of Ronnie James Dio and Vinny Applesauce, who comes back into the equation, and also the full length after this, which they didn't want to call it Black Sabbath, they called it Heaven and Hell, and the album is called The Devil You Know. You know what The Devil You Know means? The Devil You Know is fucking Black Sabbath, man. Let's do it. Let's start with this one. Dio, the Dio years. You know, Dio was still doing his studio, his solo band thing, you know, with Master of the Moon, which is a great album, and, you know, a few things. And, you know, you kind of talk with Tony, and Tony said, hey, man, we're going to do a compilation of some Dio, the Black Sabbath Dio years. We're going to do a compilation, and, you know, they didn't have there's no extra tracks from any of the 3 previous albums with Dio, because everything they recorded, they put out. There was no rare track that they could throw on here, so they figured, let's do 3 new tracks. The Devil Cried! Cool title. Again, we are back with the Ronnie James Dio era Black Sabbath, and lyrically, we are not back to the dehumanizer stuff, but Dio went back to his mythical lyrics where you make up your own fucking mind what it means. And The Devil Cried is something like that, you know, it's just like every song I'm going to talk about here. It's one, again, you know, there's not a lot of explanation I can do on each song except to tell you if it kicks ass or if I think it kicks ass. And this song kicks ass. I love it. I love The Devil Cried. It's pretty awesome, man. I mean, you know, again, kind of like NIB with The Devil Falling in Love. You know, you wouldn't expect that. You wouldn't all expect Devil Cried. My favorite line is something like, from his eyes comes fire, or some shit like that. I don't know. But it's an awesome track. Devil Cried kicks ass. Shadow of the Wind, kind of like another doomy-ish, really kick-ass, and I don't know, I love this song, man. I mean, there's not a lot I can say about Dio stuff, man. You know, it's kind of like my reviews of the Heaven and Hell and the other one, Mob Rules. You know, it's kind of like, you know, you make up your own mind, and I feel like this song, I know I'm rushing it, but I don't mean to. I got 15 minutes, and I'm only talking about an album and 3 extra tracks. But it's a great song, and I don't know what else to say about it. So let's go to the next one. Ear in the Wall. A more fast-paced motherfucker. It's like just cranking. And again, man, I'm really shitty at this review. It's my last Black Sabbath review. I promise you, on future episodes, I'll be more detailed about everything. All I can say is that these 3 new recordings off the Dio years are exceptionally well. I really dig them. But I gotta say, as killer as they are, I dig the first 2 and the Humanizer song more than these 3 songs. But it doesn't take it away of how killer this is. But we're done with this one, okay? I have nothing more to say, I'm sorry. Alright, okay, I'll talk about the packaging. I mean, at least I'll drag it out a little bit. Let's see, I don't even remember seeing it. Okay, yeah, now I remember. It has some cool artwork in here, man. It has, like, you know, a skull. I don't know which album that represents, but, you know, it has an angel here smoking a cigarette, mob rules kind of characters, and inside it has a long story, you know, look at that. Read it along with me. Ready? Ready? Here we go. Interesting story, isn't it? You know, after Black Sabbath did the 3 new tracks, you know, Dio really didn't want to continue the Black Sabbath thing. He figured, okay, I recorded 3 new tracks. Then they did a tour, and he said, okay, after this tour's done, I'm going to go back to the Dio band and finish, you know, what he wanted to do, which was Magica 2. But while they were in Japan, they talked about it, and they said, you know what, we are going to make another album. The artwork is adapted from a painting by her. I don't know how to pronounce that damn name. And that guy called the album Satan. The album featured the numbers 25 and 41. These are stated in an interview that the numbers refer to the Bible verse Matthew 25:41, which deals with the last judgment where those who sit at the left side of God are cast down into hell. He also explained that the name of the album is a reference to the name of the band, as fans know them as Black Sabbath. You know, everything I just said right now, I read off Wikipedia. I'm sorry, you know what I mean? Because that Doom Let Loose book that I used, it didn't get to this explains the story of the devil, you know. And it had a lot of mixed reviews from fans. I don't think the critics liked it that much, but I could be wrong. Yeah, no, actually, I know a lot of magazines put it on their top 10 and album of the year and blah, blah, blah. But some fans thought it was like, you know, I can't get into this shit. And, you know, me personally, I had to listen to it a long time. And my end result is, you'll find out at the end. Let's go into track 1. Atom and Evil, doomy start, man. I mean, this is the first Black Sabbath album to have a doomy start with Ronnie James Dio, and I dig it, man. It's a really cool fucking just, you know, and then he talks about the spider and the fly, and you know, the fire, open your eyes, and now your fucking world is on fucking fire. That's some cool shit, man. I love Ronnie James Dio's lyrics. He was so fucking badass. I miss him, man. Adam and Evil, great song. Fear! Fear's another cool one, man. Again, you know, it's getting a little faster than Adam and Evil, but this album kind of like, it's a very doomy fucking album. It is a departure musically from the 3 previous full-length albums that Dio did with Black Sabbath, because they were a little more upbeat with, you know, some little slow parts and doomy parts, but this album is more doom than fast, but there are some fast tracks, but this one, again, is kind of like a mid-paced one. Great song, Fear, man. They played it at the Wacken DVD when you're watching footage of it right now. Bible Black, many people's favorite track off this album, including mine. I love this song. Again, you know, something about when they do these type of songs, it's always usually my favorite, like Children of the Sea and Sign of the Southern Cross and Falling Off the Edge of the World. This is pretty much in that vein. A killer song, but the video fucking sucks, as you see. There is a fan-made video of Bible Black that's really fucking cool. Here's a version of the fan-made video to Bible Black that, again, I'm recording it from my computer screen with my camcorder because I don't have a copy of it. Anyway, Bible Black, great fucking song. Double the Pain. Double the Pain, again. You know, it's a little more up-tempo, not a bad song. I don't think there is that many bad songs. There's a song on here I'm not too crazy about, even though it's a good song. Just not too crazy about the chorus, but I don't really want to badmouth it because it is a good song, and it's not Double the Pain. I love that opening riff, man. It just kicks ass. It's so un-Iommi, but that's what I love about Iommi. Sometimes he'll throw in a riff that doesn't really sound like him, but yet it's an awesome riff because he is the riff master general of the universe. Anyway, this is a song that I was talking about in the previous song, and I'm not too crazy about the title, man. Rock and Roll Angel. I remember reading the track list before I listened to it, and I was like, Rock and Roll Angel, I don't like this. And I put on the song, and I'm like, I don't like this. But this is an album that it takes a lot of listens, man, for it to sink in. I'll be honest with you, man. Only like Bible Black and a couple other ones kind of hit me at once, but I had to listen to this over and over again. Now I adore this album. But if I had to pick my least favorite, it's this one, Rock and Roll Angel. And that's because of the title and the chorus. I don't know, it just does nothing for me. The Turn of the Screw. Cool song, man. Again, it's hard for me to explain Dio songs because there's not really a story behind it because you make up your own story. And to tell you the truth, I can't make up my mind what this song's about because the screw in my brain needs to be turned tighter. Eating the Cannibal, what I was saying earlier about how Bible Black hit me all at once, this is the other track that the first time I heard it, I was like, wow, because it's kind of the track that came out like full speed ahead, and again, it's so cool. I love the fucking, like, eating the cannibals. Ain't that kind of contradicting? But that's what I loved about Ronnie, man. And the thing about Eating the Cannibal, it's like, it's fast, man, and this album's been pretty doomy so far, and all of a sudden, Eating the Cannibal comes out, and it's full speed ahead, and what an insane, crazy riff Iommi does, man. That's like, it's just all over the fucking place. I just love this song. Eating the Cannibal is one of my favorite tracks off here. Follow the Tears, another one of my favorite songs on this album. This album, to me, has the best songs toward the end, with the exception of Bible Black. Not to say anything else in the beginning. I love this whole album, as I said, and I don't want to ramble on and on and on, but Follow the Tears is a great song. It's one of the songs that survived to be in the set list, and here's footage of it, as you can see. Follow the Tears, man, great song. Neverwhere, another one of my favorite songs, Blistering. As you can see, here's some studio footage from a DVD that was a bonus DVD that came with the CD. I don't know if it was a Best Buy exclusive or some shit, but I probably was because I have it. So it's a great interview and stuff like that. And this is a great song, man. Again, like Eating the Cannibals, it picks up. It's fast, man. This whole album's kind of doomy and gloomy, and then this song's just blistering, man. Neverwhere. A fitting ending to the life and times of Ronnie James Dio with Breaking Into Heaven. I love this song. It's a grower. I didn't get it at first, but now I just love it. I love the lyrics. I love the Breaking Into Heaven. Get ready for war, something like that. I just love that shit. And there's kind of I noticed the riff on it is kind of like, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't there some kind of connection with this riff and Adam and Evil? Kind of like the album ends, but it sounds like it's continuing, like a roundabout way. Or maybe it's because I have my friend Jack Daniels here tonight, and that's what I'm thinking. Anyway, and this has been my review of The Devil You Know. So that's it, the end of my Black Sabbath discography. I went through every single album, and I'm gagging down there or something? Wow. Anyway, so next week we're going to talk about the Ozzy stuff, and then the Dio stuff, and anything Black Sabbath related. And with the end of my Black Sabbath reviews, I am going to put to retire talking about your mom. She's been really good to me, as you can see. So, till next week, I gotta go now. See you next week. Suck it, bitch.